Hey guys, hello achievers! Yay! It's Achievement Day! Yay! Welcome to another in the series of Achievement Day. Yes, it's Achievement Day because it's a day of celebration. It's a day when we celebrate um as we move along the process, because as we know, achievement is not a one day occurrence. It is a process. And so even though we're calling it Achievement Day, the focus is on doing something today that will take us closer to the point of when we can consider it an achievement, right? And so the thing that we do today, we celebrate it, and that is why we call it a celebration, because today we celebrate that little milestone, that little achievement that we make today as we move along in this process. And as we go and along and we try to achieve these milestones, these goals that we make, which may be aspirational or inspirational goals that we may have, we know that we can achieve them if we make it one day at a time, one step at a time. You know, it's great to make these humongous goals, but as we go on along in the process, we want to celebrate as we go on, because sometimes if we wait until the big day and the big time, we will end up feeling a little lost, because we're like, is this it? But as we go along, we want to be celebrating all those micro steps that we may make along the way. And the most important part of achievement is what we become in the process. And so, as we go along, there may be hills, there may be valleys, there may be peaks, there may be dark days, there may be days when we feel like we're on top of the world, there may be days when we feel like we are just, and we all go through it. We all go through it. But some things that we realize that when we go through them at the moment, it may not feel like it. At the moment, it's not going to feel like it. Right now, we may be going through something that it is not a good feeling. It doesn't feel like we're making any headway. But if we stick with it, once we know what our goal is, and as we talked the last time, it is important for us to know what our goals are. If we do not know what our goals are, we really will be lost. And not having a goal is like shooting an arrow without any target in mind. So we're just shooting, and wherever it lands. And so we never know when we have achieved whatever. And that is why sometimes we feel so overwhelmed, because we do not set these targets. Listen, guilty, guilty. And that is something that I'm personally working on. And as I shared with you the last time, I'm doing this because I need help, and I don't want to be doing this by myself. So I'm including you in this process as I work out these issues myself. I'm working on being consistent in what I do. I'm working on setting these targets. I'm working on writing things down. And can I tell you, I have seen the value in writing these things down. I've seen the value in setting these targets. I've seen the value in celebrating these wins. I've seen what I have become in the process, what I've become in through my darkest days. I've seen what I have become. And I heard a phrase just today by Lisa Nichols, and she's one of the number one inspirational life coaches. They don't want to be called motivational speakers these days, but she said that your story, don't see yourself in your story, but see yourself on your story. And I'm like, that is so good, because so many times we see ourselves in the story, and most times we see ourselves in the victim role. But we don't want to be. We want to acknowledge what has happened, what we have gone through, but we don't want to victimize ourselves. We want to see it as a part of the process. And I tell you, I was how do I call this now? My employment status was changed in July of 2016, having served at one employment from 2009 up to that point. And I was really, really hurt, because I gave so much to that job, and the way it ended, it does not leave a good feeling. And a year and a half later, I can now see that as one of my greatest gifts, because as a result of that process, the minute, I don't know how I was led to this, but the minute I was displaced, the minute my employment status was changed, I immediately, for some reason, I started working on myself. I started listening to Tony Robbins, Les Brown, and Lisa Nichols, and all these people. I started listening to them, and I started working on myself. And my whole mindset has changed, and now I'm listening to a bunch of different people that are just phenomenal at what they do. I'm listening to Tom Bilyeu. I'm listening to so many different people who are just great. And check these people out if you're not checking them out. And what I can see now, my life, my outlook is different, my business is different, my marriage is better, because I have now been working on myself, and I can now see my spouse even in a different light, and it makes my marriage better, and my relationships with other people are better, and I no longer take things so personal, and I'm trying, I haven't gotten there yet, to not be so reactionary, because sometimes people do some things that can really send you in a particular direction, but I'm trying not to be too reactionary to the things that people do. I'm trying to come from a place of my personal beliefs and my personal blueprints that I have now developed. I'm looking at my history. I'm looking at how my relationship with my mother affected me, my relationship with my father, or the absence of my father, affected me, and why it is that I react and respond to some things the way I do. What has brought about this mindset of wanting to be an entrepreneur? And it's fascinating, where I have gotten to from that point, and so I consider it a gift. And therefore, my point is, I did have a point. My point is what we become in the process. And so if we're building our business, we're just trying to be better persons. We're a student, we are whatever we are, we are an employee, whatever we are, and how whatever we're going through at this time, if we try to see it from a point of view, a different mindset, what we can become in the process can be phenomenal. And it can take us to a whole new level that is just awesome, where we just feel like we are just that kind of person. We are never perfect, we're never where we want to be. And I would encourage you not to see yourself as perfect, or you have arrived, but you're always working towards improving yourself, so that you can have a better relationship with those that you come around, you are around, and you have to associate with or work with, or your team, or whomever they may be. And so today I just wanted to let you think about what you become in the process, whatever you're going through right now. Think about how you will respond to whatever it is that you're going through right now, because it will it will influence what you become as a result of going through this. And remember your story. Don't see yourself in your story, but see yourself on top of your story. I just love that. I love it. And so I want to encourage you to do that at this platform where we are right now. This is your day of achievement. And your day of achievement is another day when we do something that will lead us to our ultimate goal. And so I hope you got some value from this today. That's it for today. Hit me up, by whatever means you can. Send me a note. My telephone number is 862-800-8823, or just send me an email right here on YouTube. Visit my channel. Subscribe to my channel, please. I'm trying to build my channel. I'm trying to build my network of people, and I'm so happy to be able to share with you as I work towards my achievement. I am working with you so that we together can achieve greatness, because we do have greatness within us. We can peel back those layers that cover our greatness, and so that we can show and we can shine as the great people that we are. Thank you so much for joining me today. One love. God bless you.